Alright, here we are in week number 3. So, okay. Yeah, Snubble was expected for the Swilus. Okay. I had to get music going. Alright, so we see Growlithe. Growlithe is pretty scary for this team to deal with. Corvusquire, Hydra, Snubble. Hatchrim, and the Thwacky. So, alright. Let's see what we do here. So, I'm immediately expecting like a Snubble lead or something. I don't know. Whatever happens, I think that is Wait Pupitar even safe? I'm not sure if it is safe or not. But I'll really like waiting with Pupitar. Because I feel like Pupitar can bait out the Hatchrim depending on what they opt to lead with. Which, that would give me free initiative to go into Swilus. Okay. So you get that play wrapped. Alright. So, been forced immediately on the back foot here. We can gauge damage on what this thing's item is. I anticipate a U-turn to come out here. Growlithe could be like a Sash Rocks. That's okay. Flame Body? First try. Okay, so we've limited the effectiveness of their most dangerous threat. Grassy Glide doesn't look to be choice banned at all. Okay, so here. U-turn probably coming out. Into what is the question? Well, U-turn will probably come out, go and do the Seadra, and yeah. Trying to think of what I can do here. Lampent's job is pretty much already served. Oh, it just splits knock. Okay, that's fair. So it's not choice locked. As I read my Will-O-Wisp. I mean, I'm still not that afraid of what this thing can do to me. I easily live one more hit at the very least. As I will U-turn. So... I feel like you have to be very cautious. Yeah. Okay, there is the Growlithe. Good thing is this thing can still come in. But also this gives them a free turn to set Stealth Rock. So I'm getting a little bit behind, but overall going Pupitar is a very safe mid-ground. Oh, it just CCs. Okay, doesn't do a whole lot. If I can honestly just remove the threat of Stealth Rock here, then I think that would be a win for me. Stone Edge is the better quick, probably. Because I can catch more things coming in, and they don't have a rock resist since Ponder didn't come to this game. Yep. That's why I thought Stone Edge was the better quick. Okay, and we miss, so we get punished for making the right play. Okay. Really certain this thing gets Draining Kiss, right? So this Violus might not be as safe as I'm thinking. Shroom. Yeah, it gets Dazzling Wing and Draining Kiss. Might be a better idea to go into serving. Okay, sub Calm Mind. Calm Mind can be reasonably assumed here. I definitely want to knock the sub out before it can become too much of an issue. Let's see what it wants to go for. Psychic. Okay. Ooh, let's see. Okay, that's hilarious. Okay, it's Life Ward. So we get the Spadef raise because of that. That's cool. Let me check. Surviving into Crepuscul. It's like, I mean, pretty much has to be max with Eviolite to be able to take us on. I really feel like knockoff is just a safer play. Because I'm not willing to risk much here. Yep. Crepuscul. Okay, that did absolutely nothing, so this has some defensive investment. It might be fizzed out, to be honest. It might be physically defensive. Let me check. Check 13. That's the thing I want to do now. I want to go Lampent. So I can potentially punish a U-turn here. Yep, U-turn. Okay, no Flame Body proc there. Unfortunately, this gives them free Seadra. Okay. I really need to study this Seadra moveset. So, Poison Point Sniper and Damper its abilities. It can use Dragon Dance, for what it's worth. So... I don't really want to go full into Servine just yet. Which Servine lost the rest of this team at any rate, so... I feel like just blowing. Okay, so it is physical. Okay, so it's a physical Seadra. We don't see an Autumn, so Seadra is Wimp with Liquidate. Alright, but now it's time for Pikachu. Okay, so the only way this can outrun me is if this thing is Choice Scarf. Deidre. Point set. 52. Look without Shion. Okay. They don't have a safe Thunderbolt play. I'm curious to see what their Thunderbolt play is going to be. Okay, so it is this. Okay, is it time to use Fly? Okay, I think this is AV. But wait, okay, it's the wacky. It's like a pivot that AV and it's burned. Glide isn't gonna do too much. I really want to click Fly. I really want to click Fly. I think the most reasonable play is probably just Quick Substitute, though. And I just click Knock. Okay, so... yeah. Yes, Pikachu use Fly. Okay. Okay, this is what I wanted to do. We use Fly to force the Wacky out. Okay, so now you probably go into Growlithe or something, which we can just like surf. Okay, they switch. What's coming in to take the block? Okay, Snubble. I can live with this. This is probably their other Eviolite Pokemon, so Seadra probably doesn't have a Violite. But this thing can use like Earthquake or something. I feel like it has a very good chance to get Percy in to get a synthesis off. We lose a little bit of momentum, but I think it's worth to reset stuff. I'm just glad I got to click Fly once. But I need to save Pikachu for the late game. This is very, very fizz deck, probably for the Cubfu. They switch. Going into what? Okay. Going into this thing. Yeah. That's alright. That's perfectly fine with me. Ideally, I want to keep this thing's Eviolite around. Let's see here. The issue with having a mostly all-physical team is stuff like this. But I feel like I can get some damage going with this. I might need to go out into Pupitar to get rocks up if I can. Okay, so go into this, probably, yeah. Go into this, quick lash out on the Snowball coming in. Snowball comes in to quick whatever move it wants to. We go Pupitar on that, then we double back out into Zwilus. Okay. That is the Crepuscul. This is going to be interesting. Regardless, I think my play here is just a quick lash out, because Snubble play is pretty obvious. And we just need whatever chip we can get. So since our attack falls here, we get a boost. Now that's not a lot of damage in the grand scheme of things, but it doesn't want to keep coming in unless it's like rest talk or something. And by then we would know it's that. Play rough. Okay. Now I can just quick high horsepower or something here. I really do not want to get rocks up on my side of the field. No, I still need this thing to deal with Growlithe somewhat, because I feel like that thing might be Choice Scarf. So, yeah. But I really feel like they're going to go into the Hatchroom or something. They already did it once before, though. But they might want to go Thwacky. I want a Stone Edge again. Okay. We got the switch right this time. Not enough health left to make a substitute. But then, unfortunately, ultimately I think their safest play is just quick Dazzling Gleam or Calm Mind. Which Percy can take on fairly well. Let's see here. So I do need to save health on this thing for the Growlithe, if I can, at all. So I think I'm just going to go into this and spam Synthesis or something. Psychic again. Oh, I could have went Swilus there. Okay, I got the spit up drop 2 times in a row. Ultimately doesn't let me quit Synthesis to heal up. Okay, so it's just double Psychic move. Interesting. Let's see here. I could get a Wave Storm off, but ultimately I think Quicking Synthesis again, just to get as much health back as I possibly can, is the right move overall. Okay, 115, that's not terrible. I'm a bit surprised that they didn't try to predict Zwilus coming in. But, they may have been banking on that. Okay. So here's the totally not Scarf. Hisuian Growlithe. What do we want to do here? So Topilus is our way of making progress into their team. And a close combat is pretty easy to predict here. But like, I mean, Kana doesn't really have a whole lot of like purpose here except for checking this. Because Crepuscul now is like weakened to the point where, oh, it's not Scarf. I could have stayed in there. That's a gutsy play. I like it. How fast is Growlithe? Let's see. Okay, it's just 55 base speed. So if I can just like land an attack, we should be okay. Aha, horsepower here. CC. Do not KO. And we hit. Okay, so it's not Sash. The main reason I clicked that there was because if this was a Sash, the Hisuian Growlithe, then we would have been in a pretty big spot of trouble. Okay, so here... What to do here? I can't really let them get anything up for free. So we'll just have horsepower here. ADD. Okay. So Seizure outruns everything on my team, which is unfortunate. Poison point. Okay. I'll have to quick Stone Edge then. So, Liquidation Outrage. Does Percy live in Outrage? Okay, let's see. Outrage from a Seadra. Servine. I think we might be able to. I have to Stone Edge here. Let's see, Percy is at 115. 36. It's just a roll to kill. It's a dirty, dirty roll to kill. Let me check Kung Fu first before I commit to anything. Kung Fu, Liquidation. Wait, Kung Fu lives. Or should live. And we might be able to KO back with close combat depending on the set here. Because, like I said, I think they have Eviolite on the other Pokemon. Like, Crepuscul obviously had one, and Snubbull obviously has one. So, yeah, this should work, I hope. Okay, they switched, so force the switch there. That was terrifying. This should be free Pikachu. No, he has some big damage off. Big damage, quote unquote. Okay. So, let's see. We can U-turn. We'll go Pikachu. Probably get a static para on this. Okay. You get the U-turn off. That didn't do too much damage. Not as much damage as I was anticipating. Eventually, we're just gonna have to start going. Okay. We get that. Recovery back a little bit. Check their team. So I just U-turn again. I could have put Fly there too. But now they have a bad switch. Okay. There's the Snubble. I'm just gonna T-bolt. We'll see what it gets us. Probably gets us a little bit more chip on this thing. Yeah. Just a little more chip. I mean, even at -1, a flash should do damage. Okay, it killed. That has attack investment. That's at least max attack adamant. I didn't think that would kill while burned. Okay, that might have been a goof. Shoot, yeah, now I'll lose. Okay. Let's see. Might have to get Servine in to go to town. Because now we're very much on the back foot. Okay. God, that Crepuscul is going to be a pain to deal with. I might need to get off an Ice Punch or something. I need health to let this continue. Knock off my Eviolite. Oh, it's the terrain boost. Got a quick Leaf Storm. That's AV. Man, that was such a bad play. So U-turn, Roost, Bravebird, Defog. Ugh. What is this thing? Okay, Quad may have done more damage than I thought. Okay. Crepuscul. We'll just check a raw Bravebird here. Raw Bravebird. Into a no Eviolite Servine. think we have to quick synthesis here. Because I feel like I can live the hit. If this is fully defensive. Okay, so it just quicks Roost. Which means if I live the hit, then I could... We could have something. The Violas can take one. But I think I need a Wave Storm here. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Drill Peck. So it's not even the other. Which means if, hypothetically, if I hit this Wave Storm, if I hit the next 4 Wave Storms, we should win the game. It was such a blunder with the Pikachu, but this is a very difficult game to navigate. Okay. Come on, Percy. You're very lucky in Fire Emblem Fate. You are very lucky in Fire Emblem Fates. I could have seen that coming. Well, we lose now. I definitely could have seen that coming. Yeah, I don't have much else to add there. So now Snubble just destroys me. I hate losing on that. I hate losing on that. And one more miss for the road, because why not? That was just... Ugh. That was so bad. But, after all, if it's not 100% accurate, it's 0% accurate. Or 50% accurate. I'm apathetic at this point. So this is the second loss that's partially due to a Wave Storm miss. Well, this is the first loss that is due to a Wave Storm miss. Probably not gonna be the last. But now this thing queens me up, so nothing I can do about it. Now I could get stupidly lucky with Iron Head, but I never get lucky. And after all, you just have no reason not to just go out into Seadra or something. But God, that's a frustrating way to lose. That is so frustrating. Like, these Bidef raises on the Psychics barely mattered at all. So, yeah, like, those barely mattered in the grand scheme of things. Flame Body Burn was going to happen eventually with the Thwacky. And it wasn't even game losing. They just got the one bit of luck that they needed to win. And we had the worst case scenario happen again, so nothing else to add. Pick up the pieces in week 4, I guess. This is a mess of a season and a mess of a team, so I don't know if I can even fix it. But, we'll try. Peace.